Over plenty of beer and endless conversation, we would note on paper Sukio's ancient wisdom during each night's proceedings. He spoke barely any English, and my Japanese was poor, but we managed to communicate somehow, perhaps because the desire to do so was there. The notes included anything from directions to the nearest peep show to pre-colonial North American indigenous population, but we spent the lion's share of our time talking filth, using diagrams to aid understanding, and recording translation of words we might need to use. This is an example of a traditional Japanese menu. This is an example of a traditional Japanese toilet. And this is an example of a traditional train station toilet. I learned quickly to avoid them. Chris, meanwhile, was keeping me entertained at home. He used to receive phone calls from an admirer, a local girl named Toshia, while he was watching TV. She'd be saying softly into his ear, "Chris, Chris, come over and see me," to which he would reply, No, I'm busy watching TV." Toshia would persist, Chris, Chris, if you don't come over to see me, I'll kill myself." Chris would say, No, I'm watching Spider-Man, I can't come over." Toshia would try one last time. Chris, I'm getting the rope, Chris, I'm going to do it," at which point Chris would hang up and give us a sidelong glance. One night at karaoke, Chris decided to get his own back by sending Toshia messages on his phone, telling her to come over and suck him off. "No, Chris, I can't do that," she replied. This time, it was his turn to be persistent. He wrote to her that if she didn't come over and suck him off, he would cut off his dick. "No, Chris, no," came the response. Finally he wrote, "I'm getting the knife. I'm going to do it." Chris left for Tokyo after that, leaving Craig and I to fend for ourselves until Dan, the camera-loving Floridian, arrived in a fog of hair product and moisturizer.